Gully TV. Gully TV, man. Why you gonna mention my name, bro? I guess you think you got 100-some thousand subscribers. You gonna say whatever you wanna say about Eon. Then you got the nerve to talk about Eon Williams. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Okay, Gully TV. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. The bald head dude, that look like he got the permanent knot on the top of his head, like somebody smacked you in the head with a baseball bat, with the donkey teeth in the front, with the little bit of the gray hair that come back from all the dye you put in your beard. I'm talking to you. First and foremost, I knew something was up with you, but I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Why was I trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, y'all? Because a couple of my homies like him, and I was feeling like, all right, maybe I'm set tripping, maybe I'm on some DC out of town or shit. Although I got a lot of out of town friends, but it was just something about Gully after the fact, you know what I'm saying, that I had met him. When I went back and watched some of his shit that I didn't really know, I just kept my thoughts to myself. But I seen him talking about uh Alpo. And although I never seen him praise Alpo like the dude up for Debate TV, he just wasn't checking him. But I noticed that when he called himself striking out at me, he said, "Oh, Eon is the rat killer. Rafe Webman is a rat. It sounded like he was taking up for rats. And he know Up for Debate TV is an Alpo lover. And he cool with that. So I really think Gully TV is an Alpo lover, but I ain't sure. However, let me get to what I'm sure about. I'm sure that I overheard him talking about dudes that catch bodies and go to jail and put on kufis and become Muslim. That was the first thing. And he did it over and over again. First and foremost, you ain't no Muslim, Gully. You can stop playing, bro. I already got the rundown on you. I'm hip to you. You got some little punk ass car theft, corruption of minors, bro. You talking about somebody should have stayed being an author. Long before I was an author, bro, I was in the streets. All that shit you was dick riding SB about, all that same shit I did. And you know this because of that. You sitting up there. First and foremost, bro, what you think you a rapper? What you think you from Philly or New York, bro? You from some little suburb place, bro. Don't nobody even take you serious. You keep talking about you gonna keep dropping dope content. Have you ever interviewed anybody from where you from, bro? You from like Hershey Park somewhere. Man, let's stop talking about that. But let me get into this. I'm gonna tell you something that I don't respect, Gully, and you need to go and you could do something. And I see they say that I overheard you talking about how you don't fuck with your son and your son is in jail and you'll never do nothing for him and you wear $1,300 and $1,800 tennis shoes or something. I don't care about none of that. So anyway, one thing I can't respect about you is that allegedly you have a son and you say that you don't fuck with him and he's in jail. That's weird.
My son that I don't fuck with. I ain't fucking coming to see your goofy ass. And I ain't sending you a dime. I ain't fucking coming to see your goofy ass. Get out your way till you come home from doing your father 10. Might not come home, period. I wear $1,200 shoes.
Anybody that got a son in jail and don't fuck with him, either something that's highly wrong with the son or something that's just trifling about the father. But either way it go, Gully, it's your son. You got to have something to do with that. The other thing, Gully, please don't talk to me when you let the big old dude from wherever he from chump you up. You sitting up in that little car, I don't know what was that, a Honda Civic? You had rims on it. You sitting around talking about somebody you supposed to be balling, bro. You in that little teeny ass car. We used to hustle out them little ass cars.
The fucking body saw. What I got to do with it? What I got to do with it? What do I got to do with it? Y'all disrespect each other. I don't work there. So what the fuck I got to do with it? Because you fronted in front of everybody last night. You fronted in front of everybody last night. Fuck you talking about? You did last night. You fronted in front of everybody on me and Joe last night. Hey, I'm not about to fight you, man. You serious? About like the gorilla shit the other night. What gorilla shit I talk? I said, you and Joe and the white boy began in the bathroom and all this other shit. I told him I already broke with man.
Leave that shit alone, man.
I can't believe you
Leave that shit alone. You already tapped out. You tapped out. All right, you can't respect that. You tapped out.
Sitting outside the car copping. Let me not go into that because I'm going to show you the video. Bruh, If you sitting there talking, letting a dude talk to you like that, chump you out like that, you should never mention me. But let me say this to you, Gully. I heard what you said about up for debate founders' statements, and if they found a motion to suppress, that they'll find the statements. Let me tell you this, bro. This go for you and anybody like you. First and foremost, anytime you got a murder, you have an opportunity to give an alibi. My statement to the homicide police that locked me up was, I wasn't there. I was at the hotel with my girlfriend. That statement is in the paperwork. So why do I feel so adamant about you as opposed to anybody else? Because I know I've spoken to Gully TV. I know he's intelligent enough to take the paperwork and read the paperwork. If this was the paperwork, he'd take it and read it. He didn't, because he don't care. Being as though he don't care, he just want an opportunity to say something about me. I'm cool with that. But you know, you pick that side, and that's the side you're gonna have to stay on with me. So now every single thing that I find out about you that's of interest to me, we're gonna do it now. You said I wasn't on the internet for 2-3 weeks. When this rat lover up for debate TV kept bothering me and all this other jazzy stuff he was doing, he had something like 16,000 subscribers. I had lost 4 or 5 YouTube channels, okay? I started my YouTube channel with this new content that I've been doing. I caught up for debate TV immediately. He was at something like 21,000. I was at something like 20,000. I looked at it again. Up for debate TV at 21,000 and some change. I'm at 27,000, on my way to 100,000 subscribers. I ain't got time to be arguing with no up for debate. Bro, he can't get a haircut. He don't brush his teeth. He got a crack head. He do that like that right there. He got the same tank top on every day. I'm not going to keep responding to him. I only was responding to him at first because I thought that he had some journalistic points. I'm going to do one more video on something about the last 4 or 5 videos he got and just point out all the inconsistencies and things that's inaccurate. But going back to Gully, because we talking about Gully, you got 100-some thousand subscribers, Gully. Man, you could go back and forth until I get 100,000 subscribers. But what I do want you to know, and anybody else that think Gully said something slick, Gully a sucker. Gully got a knot on the top of his head, a permanent knot. You only get those knots from somebody going upside your head. All that truck jewelry, all that other shit you rocking around talking about, buy Illmatic, Stillmatic, you a rapper. Oh, come on, the junk went double aluminum. Don't nobody take you serious, Gully. But I want to tell you this, Gully. Everything that you've ever done that is going to be funny or anything that you've done that's incorrect, I'm gonna find it. You need to go find your son. You poor excuse for a man. And don't you ever talk no tough shit to me when you let a nigga pull up on you, send out the comment. I didn't say this to you. I didn't say that to you. I was with the twins.